Something exciting that happened this weekend was family weekend, so it was great to see my grandparents and parents. And today I'll be talking to you about the red mangrove. It is a keystone species of the coastal wetlands in Florida. It's nicknamed the walking tree because one of the first things you'll notice about it is the long roots that protrude from the tree. They'll come up from the water and intertwine together with other mangrove trees. Above the roots, the tree will tower overhead. Usually they're 30 feet, but they can reach up to 80 feet tall. Every year between spring and autumn, they'll produce one of their most noticeable features, which is their long propagules, or their seedlings that will eventually fall and float on the water until they reach a place to grow. More about the physical description: red mangroves are named after the bright red wood under their bark. Their prop roots are extra roots that dangle from their branches, and they'll collect water and nutrients from the soil, as well as filtering out salt from the water. The red mangrove is hermaphroditic, meaning that one plant has both male and female sex organs, as most plants do. Their leaves are a medium green and oval in shape. Their geographic range, they're native to Florida, Bermuda, and the West Indies, but they're also invasive species in Hawaii. They were introduced for good reasons, but have now become unmanageable. They can be found along the coast and along riverbeds. They prefer wet soil or to have their roots submerged in water. Their ecological role: they're vital to the coastal environments because they act as a flood control. They absorb the energy of waves and water itself into its forests. When I went on a field trip recently for colloquium, the tour guide said that if Collier County had preserved most of its mangrove, so mostly red mangrove trees, then in Hurricane Irma they would have sustained 20 million less damages. So that's really interesting to me. So they're really important in protecting against flooding and debris that would normally crash into houses. They're also vital in preventing erosion of coasts and riverbeds, which is why they were introduced to Hawaii, but that didn't really work out for them. Their role in the food web: being a producer, they're at the bottom of the food chain, and they gather nutrients from the sun through photosynthesis. Their leaves are eaten by the mangrove tree crab and insects, and their leaves are also broken down by decomposers, which happen to be crabs and worms. Also, they're fish that use their roots to hide and wait for prey. Part of their reproductive strategy is little yellow bell-shaped flowers that are pollinated by bees and insects, but a problem that happens with them is sometimes self-pollination occurs because of pollen being spread through the wind, which causes interbreeding, and there's bad effects with that. The flowers develop into seedlings called propagules, which drop down and drift in the water until they find sand or soil to grow in. Last fun fact is they're an invasive species in Hawaii, so the state has been trying to reduce their numbers for decades, but they're very hard to pull out. And unique evidence of the species is their propagules, which you might have found in Florida beaches, but never known what they were. And that's pretty much all. Thank you.